Hello, this is Larry DeVoe with WatchGameFilm. Wanted to walk you through how to use our platform. So you'll notice you come to this particular screen here, and I'm just going to pull this thing down so it's out of my way. And you'll notice that you go to app.watchgamefilm.com. Type that into your browser, your internet browser, where you can put the URL in, and then put in your email and your password. Your email and your password are provided to you when someone adds you as a user to the football account. And you'll get an email that will give you your username and your password. Remember that your password is yours specifically. Now you can change it. You'll notice it says reset password. So once you log in, you can reset the password if you want to. You can go back to this screen, hit reset password, and it'll walk you through the process. The email that someone uses to set you up as a user is the username, and it's always that way. So that just makes it very simple. So from this screen, I would put in my email, larry.watchgamefilm@watchgamefilm.com, put the password in, and hit log in. And you'll notice that I log into the system itself. I'm going to go ahead and go to this particular account because it's totally predicated and has film based on it being a football account. So this will make things a lot easier. You'll notice that you come to your dashboard and they have a thing called latest news. That's your feed that we can put information up to let you know that certain things are completed. You'll notice on June 2nd, 2023, that you had a YouTube transfer issues resolved. Also, if you want to watch a 7-minute video discussing WatchGameFilm features, all you have to do is click on that. You can watch a 7-minute video. You can also know how to transfer film from Huddle or from YouTube, and that's very easy. It's a transfer feature. I'll show you what it looks like. So let's say that you pull up your account and you say, okay, I want to add some film. It's very simple. All you do is click on add, and it says upload from device, transfer from Google Drive, transfer from Huddle, NFHS Network, and YouTube. To upload from device, you hit next, and then you browse your files. Whatever files those are that you want to put into your account, you just go over here. I'm going to look at these 4 files here. Okay, actually just one file. Let's just do one for now. It's easier. Hit next. Enter your film title, whatever title you want. So let's just say Watch Game Film Football Example. And I put in my date, and it's just like that. You pull up, you click on this, which looks like a calendar, and then your calendar will pull up, and then you can pick whatever date you want. So I want the 11th. If your film was recorded with audio, then you want to keep audio. If it's recorded without audio, then just click remove audio. You can also select your film type, game, practice, scout, training, and other. What I recommend is just pick game in this case, or practice, however you want to do it. And when you come to camera, just go ahead and pick stands. It's just the easiest thing to do. And then let's say, for instance, that you wanted to have a tag of, say, Watch Game Film examples or example. Then you just hit enter, and as soon as that X shows up, that becomes part of the tag. And then you'll notice you have slow internet connection, normal internet connection, fast internet connection, and warp speed internet connection. You can pick any one of those. I run 1,000 megabytes per second internet. So it takes me, for 93 clips, it takes me about 20 minutes to get that encoded and sent back to me. And that doesn't include the upload time. The upload time of that would probably be not more than 5 minutes the most. So it's very simple. I'm not going to go ahead and create a film because whenever I do that on Zoom, it interrupts the transmission and the broadcast, and it makes it all garbled and hard to understand. So all you do is click on create film. You'll have a little box pull up here and it'll show you the download status and how long that's taking, basically, and the amount of the film itself. So the megabytes of the film that's being uploaded and then encoded in our servers. One thing to remember is that we do encode in both HD and SD, which means that it's going to encode in 480, it's going to encode at 1080p. And that's very simple to get to. So you'll notice this create film. If you were to have somebody from Huddle, a Huddle user, say, hey, I've got some film for you, and they send you the link, it's very easy to use. All you have to do is go to the add button here, and it says transfer from device. You would transfer from Huddle, click next, put in the URL that they give you for the download link, click this, and that'll validate it, and then it'll take you through the previous screen that we just looked at. And then just go ahead and fill all that out, hit create film. The nice thing about our transfers are from Huddle, YouTube, NFHS, is that the transfers happen instantaneously. So about a minute later, that film will be in your particular account. There's no uploading or downloading required. It's just a transfer. All we're doing is we're transferring that film. We're grabbing it and transferring it and putting it into your account. Now, if you want to watch film, that's very simple. All you do is click on watch, and you'll notice it pulls up recent. The reason it's pulling up recent is because these are the recent films that were viewed on this account, or this particular person or username, which is mine. And then what I can do here is I can go to favorites, which means that, let's say, for instance, I wanted to make CCS Jamboree 2023 one of my favorites. I click on favorites, I go over to favorites, and you'll see it right there. Now I can go back to recent, and I can just unclick favorites, and it's gone. So it's that simple. You have what we call current season or current films being uploaded. These are the current films or current season. And then you have all. This all gives you all the seasons. You notice there's 85 items. That means there's 85 films that have been uploaded to this account. So let's say I want to watch film. That's very easy. All you do is click on the film that you want to watch. You click on this little thing that looks like a play button, or you can double click in the black area. It's up to you, however you want to do it. Now, if you do want to download this particular film, all you do is click download. And what will happen is it'll pull up a box. Are you sure you want to download FCS Freedom Jamboree 2023? And you'd push yes. In this case, I'm not going to do that. If I wanted to edit this particular film, edit the information, the name, or the date, all I do is click on edit, and then I can edit the title, the date, the type. I can put tags in there if I want to, which is how I did it last time when I put in WatchGameFilm example, and you saw me do that, so that you could actually tag that particular clip or that particular upload, excuse me, and you would be able to retain it based on those tags. All you do is put that in the search engine, and I'll show you what the search engine looks like. So let's say, for instance, I want to look at this film. I double click it. It pulls up the film for me. And you'll notice here it is on the screen. Now, if I want to, I can use any of these buttons below here. This is the film viewer, and here's the information. So you'll notice I can go to previous clip. I can go to previous frame. I can go to next frame. I can stop the play if I want to. I can start it again. I can go to next clip. I can also increase the speed. So this would decrease the speed. You'll notice that now it's in slow motion. And you see the guy clapping his hands, the quarterback. And then I can go here, and that'll speed the play up, and that'll bring it back to normal. I can also instant replay, so I can do an instant replay if I want to, or a loop video clip. One thing you might be asking yourself, well, how do you break down film? And that's very simple. All you do is click on this little thing. It says edit clip. So if I want to edit clip, then I could put in my quarter, my ODK, my type, my name, formation, down, distance, gain, loss, yard line, and result. We are going to add additional custom fields. We'll have those in by January of next year, but there will be 3 additional custom fields that will be available to you. And then you'll be able to use those from a breakdown standpoint. One of the nice things about the breakdown is you'll notice this breakdown information is already in there. Well, we've got what we call a game report. So now you can click on that and it'll give you play type per game and play type per quarter on a basic game report. Now, if I go to standard, you'll notice that it gets a little more information shared with you. The top play formations, the top run plays, the top pass plays, and efficiencies. And of course, we go back to the basic report and completions. So that gives you first down, penalties, turnovers, and completion. Then we go back to this for first report, which is the basic report. And then we can go to an advanced report. The advanced report is going to give you tendency by formation, formation total run and pass. It's going to give you tendency by down. It's going to give you efficiencies, first downs, penalties, turnovers, completion, third down, and scoring percentage, and yardage information, play type, plays, yards, and average. And you'll notice that after that, then it goes back to the standard report and the basic report. So that information is fully accessible to you. Now, let's say, for instance, you want to take this particular breakdown and you want to convert it to an Excel document. You can do that also. All you do is export clip data right here. What's going to happen is it's going to give it to us in an Excel document. Then I can open up that Excel document and I can look at that particular information. And you'll notice it's all right there. So it gives you the versatility to use it the way you want to use it. You can play around with these different filters. There's column filters. There's the ability to add clips. So let's say, for instance, there's 93 clips here, and you wanted to know, in this case, there's 32 clips. And let's just say that you unfortunately forgot to upload 3 clips, or they didn't upload properly. That could happen too, but not very often. So if you click on add clips, then you can select your source and then go through that process again. And that's how, when I did the actual uploading of film and I showed you that process, that's what it looked like. So you just hit continue and it will walk you through the process. See, you saw edit clip, add clips. You can also delete a clip, merge clips, game report, export data clips, and then collapse the grid. So if you don't want that grid there, you can collapse it. That's simple. Now, if you want to get that grid back up, I got to move this screen real quick here. All you do basically is, there you go. And it comes right back up. Now, you might be wondering, what are these buttons on the right-hand side? These buttons are to help you with navigating different features within our product. So, for instance, you can put what we call comments in. You'll notice that he has about 30 comments, and they're all right here. So they've all been added in, and somebody could actually look at those clips and those comments. All you have to do is click on this, type in what you want to add comment, and it's going to put that little comment bar there. Then you're going to have a list of all the comments that are available to you, and they'll be in the order that you put them in. Now, you can also go and use what we call our Chalk Talk product, which I don't know if you remember, but Madden would do a synopsis or a diagramming of the play, as well as talking over the play. You could do the same thing. And when you do that and create your own Chalk Talk, you can then take that Chalk Talk and you can send it to any coach you want or anybody you want based on the link that's provided. You can also send it to user groups, and those are people within your organization. So user groups are included are your administration, your coaches, your referees, your press, your parents, and your athletes. So all that information can be sent to people the way you'd like it to be sent. You have a whiteboard here, which means you can draw on the screen. So you'll notice if I want to draw a circle around this player, I can. There you go. I want to put an arrow toward the referee, and I want to signify this guy, what's he doing? And then, of course, I can actually use this information for teaching purposes. If I pop off of it and pop back onto it, you'll see that that particular information is counted. And you notice that it came to the first comment, which says this should be a TO, a tight, call since the running back is coming across for a PA. Excuse me. So that gives you the indication of how you can use that to your purposes. You can also select the color of the writing. So you can see all these different colors are available to you. And I will put it back on the one it was on. And then the attachment, you can attach anything you want to. So you can attach files, photos, playbooks. Those playbooks have to be in a format of PDF. So they have to be in a PDF format. It's not a playbook creator. It's just an enhancer. In other words, a playbook storer, if you want to call it that. Then you can go over here and you'll notice that you can create highlights. So if I want to create a highlight, all I do is do that. I determine where I want to stop and start and where I want to end, whether I want an entire clip or a partial clip, and what the name of that highlight would be. And when I do that and I go over here, I can go to highlights and it'll take me to the highlight maker. And it's very simple how you make highlights. The highlights are germane to the user. So if you make a highlight and it's in your user account, every other coach isn't going to have access to it because it's your specific highlight that you made and it's in your account. You also have calendars, calendar feature, which is really simple. You can put team meetings. You can put anything you want to in that calendar. You can put information in such as we're having a specific meeting for coaches, or we're having a specific meeting for the whole team, as I said before, or you can put in anything you want to as far as the calendar is concerned. And then everyone will have access to that calendar. Normally, the way it works for athletes is they just view the calendar. They can't actually manipulate it or manage it. Only coaches and administrators can do that. Now, this is an all-inclusive system. So if you ever gave an athlete the ability to manage a calendar, meaning they could add calendar items, then every other athlete would be able to do the same thing because it's all-inclusive. So if I allow one athlete to do breakdown, then all athletes would be able to do breakdown. Not that you would do that, but I want to let you know that that's the way the system works. So the calendar, I'll show it to you real quick. It won't take very long. So if I want to put a calendar item in, then I put a meeting in, I start and end date, whether it's all day or repeat. I can repeat it if I want to. You'll notice I can repeat it one day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. I can make it so the date, and then after that date when the occurrence happens. So I can really design this calendar the way I want to design it as a coach, and it allows me the ability to use it to its full capability. So if I was creating that highlight and we saved it, then this is the direction you would go in. See, I made a highlight here. And what I would do is I would just click on that highlight. I take that back. I'm sorry. I would hit the plus symbol to create a highlight. I would then click on that, and then I would get this arrow. It's going to take me to the title, name, team, and date. So this is my announcing screen. I don't know if I want to call it that. It's the first screen that comes before the video. And for some reason, it's escaping me on what that name should be. And then all I do is click on the build. And then I can hit preview if I want to before I build it. That'll show me the preview of what it looks like. I will play it because I know when I play it, it's probably going to interfere with our recording right now. So if I go here and I say, okay, I've done my highlights, I want to look at playbooks, I just click on playbooks. It'll take me directly to the playbook maker. And then I can add a playbook if I want to. I just click on this hamburger right here, click add playbook, and it will add it for me. So it's very simple. Practice plan, this is kind of cool. We designed this at first in a Word document. That really didn't work. A lot of our coaches got back to us and said, hey, I really need this in an Excel document. So we created an Excel document. If you click on add, that's going to add all the information in. So there's your practice plan. There's your date, start time, end time, objective, goal, and things to bring, time, activity, teaching points, and group and coach. So all that information's already been pre-filled for you. You can actually change it if you want to, I believe. Let me make sure. So if I wanted to, yeah, say I can change it. And I'm going to bring it back to what it was before. Well, I won't worry about that because I'm not trying to create a practice plan right now, but I just wanted to let you know that can be done. You can also delete it if you want to. You go back to the hamburger, you can edit it, you can upload it, and you can upload a template, which would mean that I have a template that I've already created and I want to upload it. And it's an Excel document. I can also create it when I do save these particular templates, then they'll be available in my template library. If I go here and I look at highlights, playbooks, practice planners, I can put as many documents as I want in the system. So if I want to put documents specifically that are germane to football, such as concussion protocols, I could put them in here. I can also go here and I can put as many photos as I want. So if you take photos during the time that you're playing football, you can actually put those in the system. This is the settings menu. So there's menus across the top here, and I really didn't describe that, but you've got dashboard, film, apps, and settings. Settings is kind of cool because this is where you'll add your users. So all you do is click on the plus symbol here. And let's say, for instance, I want to send a invite to myself. All I do is click on this thing. It looks like a envelope. It says resend invite, and there I go. I just resent to myself. And that'll give me my password and my login, my username. If I want to delete this particular user, all I'll do is click on the garbage can there, and then it'll delete it for me. If I want to edit them, all I do is pull them up and I can edit them. I can change them from what I want them to be. I can also go in here and I can add a user. So I just type in first name, last name. You don't need a mobile number, but you can put one in there if you want to monitor mobile numbers just so that you have your own library or your own directory, then you'd be able to do that. And then you have to put in an email address and you have to put in a team role and a first name and a last name. Those are the only required fields. Then if I go to the settings again, I can go to security. Now, security is where everything is predicated. It determines what each role of the user can do. So you've got your users here: administrative, coach, athlete, parent, referee, and press. All of these particular users have different security features. In other words, they can do certain things on the system. You'll notice administrative and coach can do everything on the system. But if you come to an athlete, as I said before, they can only view a calendar. They can only view comments. They can only view documents. They can only view drawings. So that makes it bulletproof from the standpoint of your athlete being able to do anything on the system that you not do the thing on the system that you don't want them to be doing. So you can limit them to what you want them to be able to do. And then you go here to security, you go to history. History is kind of cool because history basically shows you what I did on the system. And you'll notice I resent an invite. That was myself. I created a practice plan. We watched this film together, FCS versus Freedom Jamboree. I did a login and so forth. So there's the things that I've done on the system. And that gives me a 90-day history of everything people do on the system. Now, one thing this does not do is time your players. So if your player was to get on the system and start looking at film, then they wouldn't be timed. In other words, the reason we don't time them or show how long they've been on the system is because that could be done very easily. All an athlete has to do is click on the play button and walk away from their computer and not be watching film. And we wouldn't know it might say that they're watching it for 45 minutes, but they weren't watching any film at all. So we prefer to leave that out because it wouldn't be accurate. So I just kind of wanted to let you know about that. If you need any help, there's documentation, there's frequently asked questions, and there's contact us. So you can go there. So that's basically WatchGameFilm in its complete review. So if you have any questions or need anything, we can be reached at help@watchgamefilm.com. If you want to reach out to me directly, you can reach out to me at Larry dot my last name, D as in David, E as in Edward, V as in Victor, OOGHT. So that's Larry.devoe@watchgamefilm.com. Thanks again for using WatchGameFilm. And if you have any questions or need anything, please reach out.